Well, hello. I began filming this video like 10 hours ago. I put together that yummy simmer pot, made myself some breakfast, and then didn't talk to you and didn't do anything. I mean, I did other things, but nothing that I was filming. I had a very busy day, but now we're making dinner. So I'm gonna share with you a really yummy recipe. We're making cheeseburger soup for dinner. Tomorrow we have a fun day. We're gonna do some errands and do some Christmassy things in our area. And so I thought I'd take you along. So we'll pick up most of the vlog tomorrow, but let's get to this recipe. I don't always follow the same one each time. Right now I just have some ground beef in the pot, but we're gonna add in some other veggies and get going on it. Anyways, I was like, I need to talk because I actually haven't started this video, really. So, okay, let's have dinner. All right, so I put a little bit of extra virgin olive oil and a pound of ground beef, and we're gonna start browning this. I always add my onions and celery sooner than recipes say because I like them really, really tender. That's kind of the only way I like them. So I'm gonna let this brown for just a little bit, and then we're gonna add in some onion and celery. I will have the recipe I'm kind of following linked down below, and I'll try to let you know the things that I'm doing different as it happens. All right, so I added onions, celery, and carrots in already and cooked for quite a bit. The recipe called for shredded carrots. I just cut mine up really small, but I knew that would mean they would take a little bit longer. I drained the grease. I just put in a tablespoon of butter. I'm gonna let that melt. We're also gonna add in about a teaspoon of basil and a teaspoon of parsley, along with some minced garlic. The recipe calls for 3 cups of chicken broth, but I wanted to use some beef broth that I had in the freezer. But I also had some chicken broth that was open in the fridge. So I'm gonna do 1 cup of chicken broth. I'm gonna have to turn up the heat because my chicken broth, or my beef broth, is not thawed. It's soft enough that I could break it up in the bag, but we're gonna need to give that a minute to melt. But I should have planned that ahead of time today, but I did not. So I'm doing 2 cups of beef broth and 1 cup of chicken, and I'm just gonna let that thaw and then let the whole thing warm up a little bit, because obviously that kind of stunted the process for everything else. All right, so I've moved over to a different burner because I need a smaller pot for the other one for the next step, and I need that burner I was on. So I also am going to add in about a teaspoon of salt, which I think is a little more than the recipe calls for. I'm actually gonna do a little bit more because the beef broth I added did not have any salt in it because I don't normally salt my broth when I make it. I also need to add in the potatoes very carefully as to not splash myself. All right, we are going to let this come up to a simmer, cover, and cook for about 10 to 12 minutes till the potatoes get tender and the carrots need to finish cooking as well. But while that's going, we're gonna get started on the other part. All right, so over here, I've got 3 tablespoons of butter. I'm gonna add in about a 1/4 cup of flour. And we're gonna just whisk that up. Got a nice thick consistency here. So I'm kind of going against the recipe. I'm supposed to just add the flour mixture to the soup pot right now, but I'm not. We're gonna add in a cup and a half of milk to this. I think I'm gonna do, whoops, the whole cheese mixture here and then add it into the pot. So if you want to follow the recipe, I'll have that linked for you. All right, so I added a little bit more milk because I wanted it a little bit thinner than it was. Now the recipe I linked for you, I think I just kicked the camera. I did. It calls for Velveeta cheese. I do not use Velveeta, so I'm just using a combination of sharp cheddar and Monterey, but I'm using about the same ounceage that it calls for, which is, I think, 12 ounces. The recipe actually calls for a pepper jack Velveeta, which I've never heard of. My husband, I think, just said,
I mean, not Velveeta.
All right, pepper jack. I recruited my husband to help grate the cheese because that was not something I had prepped yet, and things were moving along. All right, so now we're gonna add this mixture to this mixture, and we're just about done. The recipe does not call for any bacon, and I don't know why. I feel like cheeseburger soup should have bacon, so I'm just gonna use the bacon pieces, like the bagged bacon pieces. The ones from Aldi are really good. Just gotta see here how tender the potatoes are. Oh, they're pretty good. I did them nice and small. I'm gonna go ahead and just add in one of these whole bags of bacon. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so good. Could add broccoli. That would be good in here too. It's usually what happens when I make these types of soups is I end up just putting anything I want in it. It never ends up being like a cheeseburger soup because I put all these other things in it. But I'm gonna skip that because we're almost done here. The last thing we're gonna do is incorporate some sour cream. It says a 1/4 cup, I think. I'm just gonna do whatever's left in here. I'm not gonna open up another one because that's pretty close. And I'm gonna let this go for just a little bit more. Try to get that sour cream incorporated, and then we'll be ready to eat. All right, so it is now the next day, but I wanted to first start out by mentioning that soup was really good. He kept mentioning that last night. So hopefully we'll be having, well, I know we'll be having leftovers. Maybe tonight we're gonna have leftovers. We have a whole smorgasbord of leftovers. But first we are headed out. Well, right now we're headed out to Sam's Club, and then we're gonna check out some Christmas stuff downtown and just run a few errands, and then we'll eat leftovers at home tonight, so I don't have to cook, which is great because we're going to be out most of the day.
Put some red pepper flakes.
All right, so we're walking around downtown, and it is a little chilly, especially in the shade. And here's the proof of that.
Icy waterfall.
An icy fountain.
The water is falling though.
Okay, so we're in a cool little bookstore that had this little hidden room into the secret garden. We just walked around our little downtown area and checked out some shops. We're new here, so everything is new to us, but there was lots of local small businesses, antique shops, vintage shops, homemade type of items as well. And these little glasses I thought were so cute. They were the 12 Days of Christmas. I'm not sure what era they are from, but I know that they are old. Very cool. But so many neat little shops, and everything was very Christmassy and festive. And they had, you know, all the local businesses had some Christmas sales going on. This was in the same area that there was going to be a Christmas parade, which we do check out. Got ourselves a nice hot chocolate to walk around and enjoy leading up into the parade. And there was also a little like Christmas market, which I don't think I got any footage of, but all in all, it was a really fun day. Lots of Christmassy things to check out.
Oh yeah, we got the show. Oh man.
Hey, I need y'all to move up. Let's do it. Let's go.
Amen. Yes he is. Got the gingerbread man. He's feeling full.
Every good day ends with a trip to Lowe's.
Hello.
We are looking for a covering for our back door. We had one at our last house. It's like blinds, but it's enclosed, so like they can't get pulled out or anything. And we would like that last bit of privacy taken care of at the house. So that's what we're here for. Super exciting stuff. Found it. Oh.
Hey.
All right, so we found what we needed at Lowe's, and I thought I'd show you our contraption to get it home. It fit, but barely. It looks like it's getting rid of his head. I have hit my head on it twice so far, but at least we got it and we're getting home. I'm going to, oh, that's right, we do have to stop at Dollar General. When we get home, I will share with you what we picked up. I did pick up a few things from the little market that was downtown with the Christmas parade. I don't think I remember to share any of that with you. I share little bits and pieces of the day, but it was a really fun day overall. It was a really good, it's our first time. Obviously we haven't been where we live very long, and it was a fun little day of Christmas things. But anyways, I'll see you when we get home. All right, so when we got home, we actually had a sweet little package, and I thought I would share that with you guys as well. This was sent to us as a housewarming gift from our friends, and this company is from Florida, so we live in North Carolina, so apparently they do ship, so I just thought I would share them with you. Let me show you. There is their contact in Miller's Grove, but it's so fun. I'm excited about this. It says that it's, whoops, solid dish soap set. I've never washed dishes before with like a solid soap, but it's got this scrubby, and then like to keep the soap dry, this little soap dish. So I'm excited to try that. And then 2 bars of soap. These will be like for, you know, your body. And they go in this little scrubby pouch. So you just put the soap in here, and then you tighten it up with a drawstring, and you can use it and lather it like a washcloth, which I thought was so cool. And then also, which I've already used, this peppermint and cedar tallow lip balm. This is fantastic, and it came packaged, well, it doesn't look great anymore, but it came packaged beautifully. So I thought I'd share that with you. And then from the little market that we went to, I just picked up some of this French vanilla hot chocolate, which I am excited to dig into. And then they had all of these flavored honey sticks. I've never seen the types of flavors that they had. It's not blue, it's just the container that's blue. And this is a chai flavored honey. She gave me a sample. It was so good. So I don't know if I'm gonna just snack on this or put it in a hot cup of tea, but I was pretty excited about that. I love honey sticks anyway, but they had so many, including some like medicinal blends with like turmeric and black pepper and cayenne for like inflammation and stuff like that. So anyways, we had a lot of fun today. All right, so we are home, and this is my freshly showered look. I just got done eating some leftovers for dinner, super easy, but we had a great time today. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. That is gonna do it, but I wanted to say, if you are new, which most of you probably are since my channel is new, if you would consider subscribing to my channel, stick around, see what else I have coming up. Hopefully you will enjoy it and wanna stick around long term, but subscribe, that way you'll get notified the next time I post a video. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, say hello in the comments. I would love to hear from you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.